How to find a great monologue. Hi, I'm Shauna Rappold Leduc.
And I'm Armando and Leduc. Today we're talking about how to find a great monologue.
Yes.
Step number 1 is the Ultimate Scene and Monologue Source Book.
It's a great book.
Yeah.
I have it. I've used it. I've ordered a ton of plays from this book.
By Ed Hooks.
It is by Ed Hooks.
Right.
There's over 1,000 or 1,000 scenes. It's got about 300 play references. So what it does, it's actually pretty cool. It'll break it down between like man and woman scenes, women, men. It'll give you the age range of characters. It'll even tell you like what page or what act, what scene, where to look for the scene or the monologue. It's wonderful. You know, as actors, we should be reading as much material as we possibly can. My advice to you is to know, what age range you're going to be reading for. Look through it, read the summaries, and if any of these things pop out to you, go ahead on samuelfrench.com and just mass order a whole bunch of plays. I mean, I ordered like 10 at one time once. And then you have 10 plays, boom, right there. And it's going to give you material to constantly read and constantly work on.
And if you guys look below, we'll go ahead and put the link to the Amazon page so that you guys can find the book pretty easy. It'll just be a quick link.
That's true. You could do it on Amazon as well.
Yeah. It's better to get plays instead of well-known material from movies. Everybody has seen A Few Good Men. So you don't need to do Jack
You can't handle the truth!
Can't do it. Nobody is Jack Nicholson. There's no reason to be doing things that people already know.
Right,
So.
Because when you're doing it, then
That's all
whomever
they're
is
thinking.
whoever's watching is just going to be thinking of that famous actor. So it is better to get it from a play, and then you have it. And you have time to absorb the whole story from beginning, middle to end, and you can constantly work on it.
Yeah, which goes to, pick material that is going to show your strengths. Right? If you're working on vulnerability, and as you go, you guys are going to kind of find out what things you need to work on. What my vulnerability is something that I'm still working on. I'm still working on my vulnerability. However, strong police type roles, people that are in charge, those I do well. Those are my strengths, right? So a lot of times when I'm getting sent out on auditions, I'm getting sent out for those types of roles, right? So I'm still picking up, monologues that are working on vulnerability and working on different things like that. But when I'm wanting to work and when I'm wanting to book, well, then I'm going to pick things that are my strengths.
Sure.
So that's what I recommend for you is when you're starting out. If there's something that you do really well, if it's comedy that you do very well, if it's drama, right, then pick things that are going to suit you and the type of comedy that you do. So if you're very slapsticky, there's that kind of comedy, or if you're over the top or dry sense of humor, drama route, if you're a good crier, different things like that.
Right, I've always done dramatic pieces, and the older I get, the more I want to jazz up my funny side, because I can be funny, I can be goofy.
Yes.
And
you are.
But I don't have any comedic material, so I'm on the search, and I feel like it's very difficult to find funny comedic material for women. But it's out there. It's out there. So you just find material that works for you. Yeah.
Right. If you love drama, do that. And classical works too.
It is good to have different. You want to have maybe one dramatic contemporary piece, one dramatic comedic piece, and then challenge yourself and get a classical piece.
Well, and it's good to learn some of those classical pieces, especially with shows like, Game of Thrones.
Right.
And things like that.
Right.
It really works that muscle, and it's definitely a muscle that you need to work.
And it's different.
Lastly, make sure that you guys have your monologue ready to go at moment's notice. Right? So you never know when you're going to go into an audition and they're going to ask, hey, do you guys have a monologue? Or maybe if you're starting out and you're looking for an agent, that'd be a perfect opportunity to, to deliver your monologue. So make sure that you have those 3 ready to go at all times.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's one of the things that I feel like when you get to do a monologue, you get to really work on different things as an actor that you normally don't get to work on when you're doing scene work.
And you're practicing a muscle.
Right.
You guys. Memory.
Oof, memory.
And your creative mind. These are parts of your tools as an actor. So if you're working on a monologue consistently, then you're working those muscles. And it's important to keep working those muscles. You know, you can't ever just not act for a year and then wake up one morning and be like, I'm going to go to an audition and think that it's going to go well. It's not.
It's definitely not going to go well.
Athletes train every day. Like runners run every day. And then they go to their race and they do great.
ABA, always be acting.
Always be active.
Always be acting.
And you can do your monologue with your friends. You know, try it out on your friends and your family. Be like, you know, there's always always lulls at gatherings with your friends or your family, but everybody's just sitting there and not talking to each other and they're on your phones. And you can be like, all right, listen, everybody.
Here comes a monologue. Actually, don't even tell them that it's a monologue.
Just start doing it. It's funny.
I'm going to start doing that at family
You
gatherings.
should start doing that.
I'm going to.
We're laughing at that, but we're being serious, you know.
Well, you know, it helps get that.
Serious.
It helps get that muscle of the irreverent muscle that you guys have to really get as actors. You can't be so self-conscious, you know, and so you got to throw that out the window, you know. Confidence comes from irreverence, I believe, and that comes from not really caring what people think about you and your performance and how you act.
Don't judge, less be judged.
Correct.
I mean, it's true. The less you judge other people, the more you're even going to be concerned if they're judging you.
So, yeah, be irreverent. That's how to find a great monologue, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe below. Once again, if you guys want to work with us, we are available. Hit us up on actingthebiz.com. We can give you guys some consultations, one-on-one coachings, anything that you guys need. If you have any questions, please email us at our website. My name's Armando Leduc.
I'm Shauna Rappold.
Thank you guys so much. Subscribe below. We'll see y'all next time.